I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Elon Musk, what are you doing?
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule cause you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Okay, so my last video was Trump versus Musk, and I said there is no Trump versus Musk, but apparently there's a Musk versus Trump. Elon Musk, multi-billionaire, on the cusp of becoming the world's first trillionaire. What are you doing? You want to disagree with the president? You've been to his house. You got his phone number. I know you got him on speed dial. Give him a call. Stop joining the radical left, the fanatical, radical, unrealistic, unhinged left with the stupid Epstein claims. You gotta stop that. Because this transgender person that I don't know, I barely know, I think her name's Blair White, she posted this, and I happen to agree with what that person posted. If he's supposed to be this raunchy Epstein guy, why'd you trust your kid with him? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going there? Trump doesn't hit below the belt. Why are you hitting below the belt? I don't agree with the big beautiful bill. And this isn't gonna make me mad enough to suddenly be like, yeah, yeah. Keep funding Planned Parenthood, yeah. But both could be true, that your Epstein comments are rather assholic. And it's like, either you support the big beautiful bill and recognize it as beautiful regardless of all the faults and flaws in it, or believe that Trump's been to Epstein Island and diddles kids. I don't believe in neither. So if you're against the pork in this bill, then you're okay with charging Trump for shit he actually and factually did not do? Is that how this works? If you disagree with the pork in the bill, that means you're on the Trump was buddies with Epstein and did everything Epstein did bandwagon. It does not make sense, folks. It does not make sense. Now, I'm not going to totally bash Elon Musk, but I do think he's being a bit of a dick for doing this. And I will also say this. and you can mark my words, regardless of how much money in the bank Elon Musk has, he will never be more powerful and more influential than Donald Trump. That requires charisma, something Elon Musk does not have. And by turning against Donald Trump as a person and making this personal, by turning against Donald Trump and making this personal, what happens is now for future candidates, they're not going to want your money. These future candidates are not going to want Elon Musk's money, because what's going to happen is if they take his money, number one, they'll be labeled as somebody bought by Elon Musk, who is a puppet, who will dance and dance and dance to the whim of Elon Musk, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. And you know that MSNBC would be all over the next Republican candidate that Elon Musk contributes to their campaign fund. You know that Fox News, particularly Sean Hannity, would be all over any Democrat funded by Elon Musk. And then any potential candidate that has any kind of long-range view will look at what's happening here with Donald Trump and be like, this is some disloyal motherfucker. This is a person that's gonna find dirt on me, even if the dirt isn't there, like this case with Epstein. Dig it up and put it out there. All of a sudden, Elon Musk cares about Donald Trump and the whole Epstein thing. But you let him watch your kid. You left your kid alone with him. If he's so dangerous, why'd you leave your kid alone with him? As that person that I don't know too much about posted. And so, the problem lies here. You have a gripe over a bill, keep it there. Keep it on a professional level. Don't go public blasting it. I mean, you can voice your opinion on it. Keep it focused on the bill, not Donald Trump himself. Don't make it personal. And if Trump says something, you say, well, I disagree with Donald Trump on this one matter. Don't be like, I'm outraged at Donald Trump personally. You know, there are some spineless Republicans that are still floating around in Congress. You still got your freaking warmongering neocons. You know, misery loves company. People like Dan Crenshaw. And yeah, you could come fucking kill me too. We each got one eye. And the only difference is, mine is still visible at least. But people like that throw pork in a bill. You still have some conservatives who are pro-choice. Some John McCain-esque pro-choice Republicans. They're out there. There's at least about 4 or 5 Congress people in Florida alone who are Republican and pro-choice. So you're going to have these people that include the continued funding for Planned Parenthood, which I'm against, because Planned Parenthood is nothing more than a baby butcher shop. Where's the lie there? You're butchering babies. You butcher baby, they're coming to take you away. And yet, you couldn't, like, personally talk with Donald Trump about this. You gotta take what Congress injected into this bill and blame it all on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not the person entirely responsible for the bill. And if he says reject it and send it back, you're risking a government shutdown at a time when we don't need a government shutdown. There needs to be a follow-up bill. We need to get this through, get a follow-up bill that plucks out all the stupid things that this bill included, because it's a little late in the game now to reject and rewrite it, unfortunately. It sucks. I would prefer it some other way, but here we are. And so, Elon Musk is taking shit personal. I think he's wrong for doing that. But that does not mean that I'm defending a fucking bill that includes continued funding for Planned Parenthood. That part of the bill is scum and should be wiped off the face of the earth. Not just only out of the bill, but off the face of the earth. But it's a little late in the game. We gotta throw it through there, put up a follow-up that plucks everything out of there. I wish this infighting would stop, and it is infighting, and I do wish it would stop. And I believe people should look toward God as guidance. See, and there's another thing. There's no such thing as a loyal atheist. An atheist does not know what it means to be loyal. They just don't. And as God's word, the Holy Bible would say, like beasts, they will perish. Where exactly in the book of Revelation that is, I don't know, but that's the book you would look for that phrase in the Bible. And on to my John Crancians following me, who are loyal to me and understand loyalty, and understand and respect and follow my music. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, pay no attention to the Musk noise, stay strong, keep kicking that sling. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall.